140 countries cast their vote in favour of this resolution proposed by Ukraine. Now, the draft had been co-sponsored by more than 80 other countries, and it calls for safe humanitarian access into Ukraine and the protection of civilians. But it also criticises Russia's military actions in the country and calls for an immediate withdrawal of troops. There were 38 abstentions and 5 member states voted against the resolution, including China. The Chinese ambassador said the draft contravened UN guidelines by politicising the humanitarian crisis.
In view of the current situation, when dealing with the humanitarian issue in Ukraine, the principles of humanity, neutrality, and impartiality set by Resolution 46/182 should be strictly observed and the politicizing of humanitarian issues be prevented.
The UN General Assembly also discussed another resolution, this one drafted by South Africa, which also called for safe humanitarian access into Ukraine, but made no mention of Russia. Ambassador Zhang said under the current conditions, that draft resolution was more conducive to promoting the unity of the UN membership and to opening the door to further dialogue and negotiation and a diplomatic solution. That's why China co-sponsored the draft resolution proposed by South Africa. But after adopting the Ukrainian-led resolution, the General Assembly then voted not to consider the South African draft. Russia's ambassador to the UN said the resolution adopted by the General Assembly was proposed solely to criticise his country and took a one-sided view of the situation. The decision comes 3 weeks after the General Assembly voted on almost identical lines to approve a resolution condemning Russia's actions in Ukraine. Now, General Assembly resolutions are not legally binding, so they can't be enforced. But as the only UN body where all member states sit equally, its decisions do carry political weight. Sarah Walton, CGTN, New York.